Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk about my build for Ajax. Now I want to start off by saying this is a mid-game build, if it's in the title as well. I've just made it to White Knight Gulch, and I've had no issues with any content, including the Void Intercepts. This build is what helped me clear Dead Bride for the first time. So the build basically builds off of his shields only, because they scale with your HP and your defense. So I was like, okay, let's throw as much HP and defense on here as we can. The melee you use, as far as I'm aware, doesn't really matter, but I've been using this one just because it kind of has AoE on it, but this basically just increases your mod capacity. Increased shield makes your shield bigger, health, same thing, defense, the same. These two I'm prioritizing now because they make my shield stronger. I believe this one reflects damage based on it, and this one has more durability based on it, I believe. So I've been focusing defense and HP more. This one reduces the cooldowns, but also increases your HP, so this one's good. Make your cooldowns a little quicker. As you can see here, it cuts, this is a base, it cuts 0.7 seconds off, so not too much faster, but once I upgrade it, it'll be a little quicker. Nimble Fingers, more skill cooldown, so that you don't have an issue of, not having a skill up when you need it. Regeneration boost, recovers your HP. Auto immunity, unless I'm reading this wrong, I'm pretty sure this reduces the incoming damage you take by 3%, unless it increases it. If it increases it, I don't know if I would use this. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but it gives you HP recovery nonetheless. And between your shields and your defense, I haven't had any issues with the increase. If it does make me take more damage, I haven't had any issues with that. And then I have this, which just gives you 25% defense and 8% skill power. The toxic antibody and the polygenic antibody, those are more or less just like free mod slots you can do with whatever. Because I basically switch these out depending on which boss I'm fighting. I just fought, what's his name?
I am analyzing the Void Paradox.
I fought Devourer with this, so I had the poison resistance. Didn't have any issues there either. But I think if I was to switch out auto immunity, I would probably throw on something like maybe weighing the scales for more shield, or probably this one actually, Iron Defense for more defense, since that's what everything scales on. But I'll actually do this, well, I can't because of this, never mind. And then the weapons I'm using this currently. I have this, but it seems, I don't know, this gun seems kind of weird, so I'm not too keen on it. But its special ability that it has works really well with this character. When you hit a stunned enemy, it increases your attack and applies the effect to the attack. Getting a crit on a stunned enemy gives you a chance to stun the enemy. And then when you're hitting them, you get 25% increased damage. So this is really nice with Ajax, seeing as his leap ability does stun. This, I just use whatever. I'm using this right now. You could use this if you want. And then for my heavy weapon, I'm using launchers only for Ajax, because I'm pretty sure it's his big dome shield boosts your explosive attack damage by 20% if you use it as your fourth ability used. So what I like to do rotation-wise is I'll leap towards the enemies to stun them, do this to push them away from me, and then put my shield down. And then once this shield is either, runs out of duration, because that's more or less what happens, then I'll pop this one, and then go to my heavy weapon if I need it. But even if you don't use an explosive weapon, it still boosts your firearm damage by 10%, so it's still worth using it that way. And then you could also go for your enhanced leap, which it says shield increase amount, so I'm assuming that gives you more shields, makes you more tanky, which is super nice to have. But this is the build that I'm running for mid-game. If you want more early game setup, I think this is the first melee you get. So assuming you don't have an upgraded melee, what I would do early game is this, because I think you have 40 early game, like kind of base, or 30, somewhere around there, I would go increase shields, base, increase defense, and then HP, and just run these 3. Where's the HP? I lost it. There it is. I would run these 3 just guaranteed on your character early on, because they'll make you a lot tankier. And early on, what I did was increase shields, and this helped a lot with not blowing up once you got a little further in the game. Mostly with, like, Dead Bride and things like that. And then after that, I would probably lean more towards getting, like, cooldowns and duration and things like that. But this is what I'm running on him. These 2, the polygenic you can swap out for whatever you feel like, and same for toxic antibody. I just have them open for swapping for boss resistances and things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Keeping it short and sweet. I was going to show gameplay, but this guy's kind of basic. You put your shields down, and you don't have to see me put shields down. I'm sure you know how that works. But yeah, thank you for tuning into the video. Here's the stats on screen down here, and I'll see you in the next one.